of him, it's a living force of destruction that is directly connected to his power set. It's a big actual part of what he is. It is both him and the monster is part of him. That's 100% what it is on this Get Down, right? He is 100% that. It is him and it is his monster side all wrapped into one, right? And what does that mean? Well, first of all, it's really dangerous for us. This is unbalanced power at a cosmic level. This is created unbalanced power. The Void itself is not simply a villain. The Void is Robert, and Robert is the Void. Okay, that's the whole thing. It sounds crazy, and it is, because he is. That's an important part of what the Shade is, right? Like the Void itself, it's some deep mythology, man. If you really, really think about it, it kind of taps into a couple of different mythologies about what we say are true enemies, right? And this is important. It's important to know that he's the Void is him, the Void is him, and him's Void, right? Most heroes fight external enemies, right? That's the whole thing. Most heroes are going to fight external enemies. Not this guy. Your biggest enemy is an internal enemy. It's that Void. It's that part of him that wants to embrace it. Like, it's death. It's all it's chaos. It's fear. Obviously, we can get all that stuff. So he has to actively be like, yeah, I'm going to fight up against this stuff right here, right? That's what he actively does, right? So on the surface, the Void appears to be immensely powerful, dark energy. It's a being of destruction, like that. This is what it is, a living nightmare, okay? It's a force capable of devastating entire cities and challenging some of the most powerful heroes in Marvel. Wherever the Void manifests, that follows, okay? Fear follows. Reality itself begins to unravel. The Void appears as a massive fog-like figure with tendrils of darkness stretching out into the sky. That's what the Void is, right? It is 100% terrifying. It looks like, it feels like villainy, right? It feels like villainy, but it's so much deeper than actual just villainy, right? It actually is so much deeper than villainy. It's something else, man. It's like the manifestation, like psychological manifestation of all these negative emotions that you probably pick up for very, very good reasons, or really Robert picked them up, right? So there's plague, there's eclipse, there's all this darkness, and then the truth is that the Void is completely directed at Robert's power. He has all this power because he represents infinite potential, hope, and his heroic, transcendence. That's what he's supposed to be. He's supposed to transcend into being this ultimate superhero. The Void represents all the cost of that, right? It's a heavy toll. It's a cost for all that. He was created by the same power. And so it's like he's almost like the cosmos demanding correction, demanding balance. You have a debt that which you owe. I expect to be compensated for that debt, right? Like that's what this dark side actually means. Which is it's a great representation. It's a really, really good look at like the power, the power dynamics and the struggles that a character would go through, right? Because there's a lot to that. There's a lot to that. I'm gonna dig a little bit deeper in this one in a sec. Because on the surface, the Void the Void doesn't come off as deeply as what it is. Like there's some psychological interpretations of this, like it's a manifestation of the shadow self, right? This is Carl Jung's work. The shadow self, it represents repressed fears, anger, jealousy, shame, violence, of course, destructive impulses, the parts of us that we don't typically want to give light to. That part who's like, yeah, I'll stab you, right? We all have that part, right? The I'll stab you part, right? And that's essentially like how they manifest, how he actually deals with. The problem is that Robert's shadow isn't normal. Like we all have that shadow, but his shadow now has the power of a god. That's where it gets different. Like the more he suppresses his fears, the stronger the Void gets. So he's building this undefeatable machine. When he suppresses anger, the Void's like, oh yeah, I'm getting stronger. So it's a fine line because he's making this creature more and more powerful all the time. When he confuses to confront darkness, the stronger darkness becomes. when you refuse to look at the psychological differences, the suggestions that, you know, are kind of common, it's always going to be an issue. So this is who he is. This is an enemy of untreated trauma, right? That's what the Void is. It's all the bad stuff. So he gets to be this unique kind of creature where he's a hero and the ultimate monster all in one. Most heroes are either like hero or villain or good or bad or anti-hero. He's all that stuff and worse. This character literally steps completely outside of that entire framework, right? Of being like just strictly that savior. He steps completely out of it, and we get something new in terms of a character. Like, not because he's bad, like they work it, or he seems more like a sympathetic character, but why? I mean, that's kind of what we're looking at. So this is like him being able to express both halves. Like, obviously, you know, he's the power, he's all the strength, but then he also struggles with like basic, like some real strong weakness. Like his greatest strength is also his greatest weakness. He embodies that. So he's really a torn up character in a lot of ways, being the hero and also being the monster, like in the same bag. And then you're super power and you're powerful and you're nutty. Like, I'm tired of them giving powers to people that ain't all there, man. Like I want, like, look, mental health is real, but living is real too, man. And superpowers seem to be real too. So like, this is, well, I mean, again, like you were cracking. You just went in, you just wandered in there and took a hit of something and walked out with cosmic powers. Who wouldn't do that? Who wouldn't just hang out near the labs who don't lock their doors and just try to pick up something and drink it real quick? I would do that. I think a lot of people would do that. A lot of people would hang out in labs and drink whatever they got there and say, what are you guys experimenting on? Yeah, let me take a hit of that. And just be like, whatever, and see what happens. Maybe I get powers, maybe I don't. But I think we would definitely circle for that one, right? So I'm going to dip for a second, right, guys? I'm going to get a quick break in, and I'm just going to run a clip for you guys just to keep the channel live. But,